By the shores of old Lake Michigan, where the hawk wind blows so cold, an old Cub fan lay dying in his midnight hour that tolled. All around his bed his friends had gathered. They knew his time was short, and up on his head they put a bright blue cap from his all-time favorite sport. And he said, "It's late, it's getting dark in here, and I know it's time to go. But before I leave the lineup, there's just one thing I'd like to know. Do they still play the blues in Chicago when baseball season rolls around? When the snow melts away, do the Cubbies still play in their ivy-covered burial ground? When I was a boy, they were my pride and joy, but now they only bring fatigue to the home of the brave, the land of the free, and the doormat of the National League." He told his friends, "You know the law of averages says that anything will happen that can. But the last time the Cubs won a National League pennant was the year we dropped the bomb on Japan. The Cubs made me a criminal. Well, that's what they did. They stole my youth from me. I'd forsake my teachers to go sit in the bleachers in flagrant truancy. And then one thing led to another, and soon I discovered alcohol, gambling, dope, football, hockey, lacrosse. But what do you expect when you raise up a young boy's hopes and then just crush them like so many paper beer cups? Year after year after year, after year after year after year after year after year, until those hopes are just so much popcorn for the pigeons beneath the L tracks to eat." He said, "You know, I'll never see Wrigley Field anymore before my eternal rest. So if you have your pencils and scorecards ready, then I'll read you my last request." He said, "Give me a doubleheader funeral in Wrigley Field on some sunny weekend day. No lights. Have the organ play the national anthem. And then a little na-na-na-na, hey-hey-hey, goodbye. Make 6 bullpen pitchers carry my coffin, and 6 groundskeepers clear my path. Have the umpires bark me out at every base in all their holy wrath. It's a beautiful day for a funeral. Hey, Ernie, let's play 2. Somebody go get Jack Brickhouse to come back and conduct just one more interview. Have the Cubbies run right out into the middle of the field. Have Keith Moreland drop a routine fly. Give everybody 2 bags of peanuts and a Frosty malt, and I'll be ready to die. Then build a big fire on home plate out of Louisville Slugger baseball bats and toss my coffin in. And let my ashes blow in a beautiful snow from the prevailing 30-mile-an-hour southwest wind. And as my last remains go flying over the left field wall, we'll bid the bleacher bums adieu. And I'll come to my final resting place out on Waveland Avenue. The dying man's friends told him to cut that out. They said, "Stop it. Boy, that's an awful shame." But he said, "Don't cry. We'll meet by and by near that heavenly hall of fame." He said, "I've got season's tickets to watch the Angels now. So that's just what I'm gonna do. And he said, well, you the living, you're stuck here with the Cubs. So it's me that feels sorry for you. And then he said, play that Lonesome Losers tune. Gosh, it's the one I like the best. He closed his eyes and he slipped away. Well, Mike, it was the dying Cub fans' last request, so here it is. Do they still play the blues in Chicago when baseball season rolls around? When the snow melts away, do the Cubbies still play in their ivy-covered burial ground? When I was a boy, they were my pride and joy. Now they only bring fatigue to the home of the brave, the land